So it's getting a little crazy on this channel with the RG35XXSP, similar to how it did with the R36S, where the colors just keep on coming. So first we started with the silver one right here. It's a little tight inside these cases, but I really do like these Anbernic branded satchel style cases. I have the clear plastic TPU on this one still. This is the one with the really clicky buttons from the first launch. Just set this aside. Right here we have the red one from Ampown Online, AliExpress. This one has the better buttons, much better. Like half as much resistance as the first D-pad and buttons. So the color looks beautiful. Now I'm blocking it on this side, but I'm just protecting it. And this also works as a really good grip. Slides right into it. Check out my other video. So that's that. Let's set that off to the side. And now, one more for my good friends at Ampown. We have the green. Hopefully it's a green. Let's take a look at the box. It's checked. All right. So, will the check mark be true? Let's find out. Looking good. Let's check it out. Screen protector, wipes, manual, cable. Let's move this aside. Here we go. That looked like green to me. Had a quick little glimpse. And the reveal. How does it look in person? Wow. Alright. Man, I'm gonna have to pull the red out in a minute just to check. I'll pull this top part off at least so we can compare. Something's probably gonna go in here in the end. I'm not sure, but in person it does look a lot better than it does in the pictures online, the renders. For some reason, those renders, same with the R36S, they just didn't pop the way they do in person. I mean, these colors, they pop. The front looks a little plain with the screen where whatever the paper is, they're separating that with. So yeah, design might be worth putting there. I was a little conflicted on the buttons on these two. I'm colorblind, but aren't these the same gray buttons we have on the silver one? So I didn't think that gray and green would go together that well, but you guys tell me, how does that look to you, the gray and the green? I hope these are the soft buttons. Let's feel them. Oh yeah, I don't even need to touch the silver one to know. It's just obvious. Some people, it doesn't bother them at all. For me, it was a major hindrance, disappointment. So I am glad that my camera's out of focus. I'm glad that it's back in focus. And yeah, let's just turn this thing on real quick just to see if it actually runs. My friends at Ampound playing a trick on me. Just kidding. Here's the power button right here. Before we turn it on, let's just do the whole I/O. Power button, reset button, R1, R2, HDMI out, USB, OTG-C or USB-C or OTG cable port, L2, L1. We have our battery. What is it? I think 1300 milliamp hour. I can't read. Yeah, it looks like 1300 or wait, 3300. 3300. 1300 would be a joke. So we have two USB. I mean, it is like 5 in the morning. You have two SD slots right here. Only one is loaded. And we have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. On the left side, we have our power up and down. That's basically it. I kind of wish that you didn't need a screw for this, but I guess, hey, you know, it is what it is. These are made for people that, I guess, I mean, if they were made for kids, I could understand them having a screw. That's the way I see it. These are kind of made for adults. We really don't need a screw. A little latch would have been fine. But that's cool, whatever. Front, we have the reset button right here. Start and select, and reset, which are really clicky. B, A, Y, X, and our D-pad. Our 3.5mm screen. Let's see how that thing looks when we turn it on. Here it goes. Let's see how long it takes to turn on too. Let's just go into RetroArch game here, and let's go into Game Boy Advance. And obviously it's not gonna have the Mario games in here. You're gonna get some Nintendo stuff still, like Castlevania and like Punch-Out probably, I don't know. But let's just go with one of the simple ones today, like Crash Bandicoot, just a 2D. These are the kind of games I like to play on even with a clicky D-pad like this, less clicky. I still don't like to play too many 3D games or games where I'm rolling my, like games like beat 'em ups. They're fine on here, they're not great. A silicone membrane D-pad is best for that. But this is really great for platformers and puzzle games. And honestly, puzzle games are the kind of games I'm gonna play the most on a clamshell like this, that I'm gonna slip in my pocket real quick, flip that lid closed when I need to, flip it open, and pick up where I left off. So yeah, let's just try to get through this quick. Look how good that looks. I say that every time, but that Game Boy Advance SP overlay, it looks perfect. It looks like it's already there on the screen because of the way they put the pixels, whatever you call that, the shaders for the different cores. It just looks really, really good. And I've seen that overlay in my files of overlays, just as a basic PNG or JPEG or whatever it is. And when I'm looking at it like that, I'm like, all right, it's just a simple, basic little thing. But when you put it on here on this device, it really makes a difference. It makes it stand out. It actually significantly improves how good it looks, in my opinion. But yeah, that's just me. I'm just rambling. I never even had a Game Boy Advance SP. That was a period of time where I was doing other things. I had a Game Boy Micro and a Game Boy Advance regular, one of those black and white ones. And they were just kind of put away in storage because I was in college doing a bunch of stuff. I started seeing the Nintendo DS's coming out too, and I never had one of those at the time. Let's just do a little bit of Crash Bandicoot. First level, 2D platformer. One of the ones I like. One of the ones I haven't played much yet, but I need to. Oh, I missed my jump. If I would have jumped on that box, would I have gotten more peaches right there? Alright, I missed this jump on the last video. Oh wait, no, it was this jump. Got it that time. I think this is an appropriate game to play with a green console. You know, the TrimUI Smart Pro has a really cool feature where the LEDs can kind of mimic the dominant color on the screen. Me being colorblind, I probably don't see it as much as you, but I was playing around with it last night, and it was actually impressive how it worked, and I was able to tell myself. So yeah, I thought that was a really cool option. In the tools section where you can control those, what is it, ambience or whatever it is, there's a bunch of different options between like rainbow or breathe mode or just plain off, or you can do, I think it's called ambient, and it's probably the most immersive one. You know, it's just picking up on the colors on the screen and switching them up, doing a pretty good job at it too. So I know this isn't a video about the TrimUI Smart Pro, although I love that device. Completely different device, similar in regards to what it can play, but this right here is our OG clamshell. and it feels good. As you can see, I'm not great at any of these games. I'm playing perfectly fine while I'm talking to you. I hope you're getting a view of the screen and not my face, because these clamshells tend to tilt up and I need to keep them perfectly flat for the camera. For me, I do want it like this, but yeah, I have to sacrifice that for the video. Ooga booga. Let's keep going to the end of this level. I'll just end it after that, let you guys know. Ampown Direct, Ampown Online, either one on AliExpress. Let them know OGTechNick sent you. Oh, I lost my life there. Let them know I sent you. They're going to hook you up with a coupon code if you do, I'm sure of it. So just give them a chance to get back to you in the messages on AliExpress. Shoot them a message, and they'll be happy to hear from you. So I'm grateful for them. Oh, I didn't know if that little metal box was underneath, so I just decided to skip that one right there. Before there was that extra man under there. Alright, I'm gonna have to try to get that extra man since I missed the last one. Oh, I waited too long. See, I didn't know these things. There we are, the first level of Crash Bandicoot Warp, or whatever, for Game Boy Advance. Let's just step out of this game here, back out, quit. Is there anything else we want to check? Let's look at the red one next to it. It won't be on, but there we are. Let me zoom out a little bit. So yeah, might as well pull the silver one out too. Pretty soon we'll have a clear one to check out. I'll talk about that later. But there we are, these beautiful handhelds. I love them. I love the colors. Silver might still be my favorite color, but obviously not my favorite internals. I could swap them out. Same colors right here. We'll see, maybe. Yeah, who knows, maybe I'll get a good silver one with better D-pad, better buttons. And one day I'll probably pass these down to my subscribers, my friends, my family. I'm not a hoarder. As long as you guys see all these colors here and think I'm crazy, you'll see in the future, if you stick around, that I'm not gonna be keeping all these. This is for the channel. I'm grateful for these for the channel. Every new color that comes out is a great thing for the channel. So it is what it is. These are the Anbernic RG35XXSP handheld devices. I love them. You can get these really cool grip cases. Where are my grips for them? I don't have them handy right now to show you, but they're super cool. Check out one of my other videos to see how these turn into a full-on comfort grip. You see these rails right here? They slide right into it. So there's a link for those in the previous video's description, so you can check that out. Check out the link in this description if you guys are interested. Any of these handhelds right here, or anything else from Ampown Online on AliExpress. They won't do you wrong. They're good. All right? Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.